Ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends, as we reach the milestone of 50, it's not the sprawling homes or luxurious cars that define our greatest wealth, but rather the intangible values we've cultivated over a lifetime. Whether we like it or not, everyone ages, with our journey through life rarely stretching beyond a century. At 20, we bask in our youth. At 30, we toil for our careers. And at 40, we thrive on wisdom. Yet, it is only at 50 that we truly begin to live. If the heart at 20 is like a lively stream, and at 30 a flowing river, and at 40 a mighty waterfall, then at 50 it becomes a vast, expansive ocean. This video aims to distill the essence of this transformative phase, emphasizing that the true riches at 50 are not physical possessions, but 4 pivotal values that, if grasped firmly, can ensure a serene and joyful existence beyond 50. Understanding these truths can yield benefits far greater than material wealth, as life's most significant principles often transcend the tangible. It's a journey into the heart's deeper calms and the mind's mature reflections, underscoring that the most substantial assets at this stage are not dependent on external validations, but are the legacy of a well-lived youth and a wisely built life. Let us dive into these revelations together, enriching our lives with wisdom that only comes with age. Part 1. At the age of 50, the most valuable assets are not large houses or expansive properties, but rather 4 essential things. The primary asset is health. It is often said that before the age of 50, one seeks out health. After 50, health seeks you. Thus, if one reaches 50 without significant health issues, truly they are fortunate. For all of us, health is more precious than gold, especially for the middle-aged and elderly. Without good health after 50, any unexpected incident can lead to numerous unforeseen expenses. These expenses can accumulate over time and may potentially devastate a family. Prolonged illness not only hurts the individual, but can also strain the entire family unit. In such situations, familial relationships often become strained, and marital conflicts may arise due to financial stress. Conversely, with robust health, we can alleviate some of the burdens on our children. Continuing to sacrifice health for material gains is futile. No amount of money can buy back good health. Ultimately, trading health for increased earnings only results in spending that money on medical expenses. The second vital asset is family. I am a man of considerable achievements, with a handsome appearance and a lucrative job, making it easy for me to have a beautiful wife and well-behaved children. My wife is understanding. She has never been troublesome and always respects and prioritizes our family. We have been happily married for 7 years, with a son and a daughter, living a full and orderly life. Despite this, I continued to aggressively pursue wealth, sometimes indulging in frivolous activities. The unforeseen consequence was an affair resulting in pregnancy, which inevitably could no longer be concealed. Shocked by the betrayal, my wife decided to divorce. In the days that followed, I never really had a family to return to. Although I stayed with my mistress to care for the child, we were never happy, and eventually she left, telling me I did not deserve to be a husband or live with someone soulless like me. Having destroyed my own family, I was indeed not deserving of any familial bonds. Now at 50, despite having wealth and status, I feel I have nothing. As old age and sickness loom, my life appears bleak. I yearn for a family, a partner, a peaceful old age with my children around me. I had a wife, but now she has left me. I have children, but they want nothing to do with a father who has been unfaithful. I have come to realize that a man's greatest failure is to end his days without a family, without a warm home to return to. Family is indeed the most precious asset of any individual. Couples might face bumps along the way, sometimes feeling incompatible or even ready to give up. But after 50, happiness is found in having a companion to share life with. Only with deep love and mutual understanding can we navigate the challenges and find greater happiness in our later years. A harmonious family is the driving force for children, providing them with a sanctuary of peace when they return home tired, seeing their parents united and content. Therefore, for those entering middle age, having a small, peaceful, and happy family and a larger supportive family network is an invaluable happiness that money cannot buy. The third asset is financial security. When young, we are full of zeal, striving to build our careers with the primary goal of earning money to sustain ourselves in old age comfortably, living the life we desire without being beholden to anyone else's opinions. However, as we approach retirement age, our income naturally diminishes along with our health and mental vigor. Yet, many people this age still worry about their children's upbringing and education, which is essential. But it is crucial to note that some people go overboard, spending all their retirement savings on their children, without sparing a thought for keeping a safety net for themselves. Some might think that whatever they own will eventually be passed on to their children, sooner or later. So why not do it sooner? But this is not always the case. Everyone needs a solid fallback for their retirement years. Nowadays, it is a common occurrence that after children become established, the older generation transfers all their financial assets and property management to them, only to find that these children change, becoming less considerate, even reducing the parents' monthly living expenses. Thus, disputes over property and financial matters often arise, leading to familial discord when misunderstandings between the generations emerge. Therefore, at the age of 50, it is essential to have contingency plans, particularly in preparing some funds for retirement. It's neither too early nor too late to start saving a certain amount of money for a secure old age. The fourth and final asset is a serene and optimistic mental life at 50. Maintaining a good mood not only keeps us at ease and calm, enabling us to work wisely, but also acts as the best medicine to help us overcome difficulties. Conversely, those who cannot manage their emotions often face many challenges, as negative feelings not only impact our mood and health, but also complicate our work and relationships. At 50, live joyfully, enjoy the beautiful days, and do not obsess over comparing your career status or fortune with others, nor worry about ensuring your children outshine their peers. You should only compare whether you can live happily and healthily. That is enough. Happiness is something we create for ourselves. Being cheerful and optimistic is also something we seek independently. Keeping a relaxed and peaceful mindset turns every new day into a joyful day, and each passing issue is viewed lightly and calmly. At 50, possessing such an optimistic spiritual life is a valuable asset. Treasure this healthy mental state, for a joyful spirit keeps illness at bay. A day without happiness is a day wasted, but even a moment of joy is profoundly beneficial. Part 2. The 3 highest realms of human life. After 50. Understanding the following 3 principles brings benefits surpassing all physical wealth. Dear friends, life is a continual journey of experiences, and the more we experience, the wiser and more alert we become. Often, you might find yourself confused by outward appearances, entangled in successes or failures, obsessed with fame and wealth, or submerged in losses. Experiencing diverse emotional states helps to clarify your identity, break down external illusions, and elevate your internal state. Therefore, those who have extensively experienced life reach higher mental realms, impacting the destiny of their lives, especially after crossing the middle-age threshold of the 50th. Navigating through these three ultimate realms can endow one with a vast perspective, immense wisdom, and a forgiving, generous spirit, making life considerably smoother. These three realms are: 1. Self-awareness. Acknowledge your limitations and initiate change. Understanding one's weaknesses marks the path of wisdom, while ignorance of one's flaws denotes folly. Resilient individuals are characterized by their continuous self-reflection, identifying areas for improvement, and steadily climbing to new heights of personal achievement. This principle is illustrated by the story of Thomas Edison, a renowned American inventor. Despite his significant talents, Edison faced numerous failures in his attempts to invent a functional electric light bulb. During his experiments, Edison encountered over 1,000 unsuccessful outcomes. Observing each failure, he recognized that his initial approach was too hasty and unfocused, which was hindering his progress. This realization led him to adjust his strategies and pace. By methodically testing materials and modifying his prototypes, he cultivated a disciplined and patient approach to experimentation. This shift not only enhanced his inventive process, but also allowed him to make revolutionary breakthroughs in technology, ultimately inventing the first commercially viable electric light bulb and securing his legacy as one of history's greatest inventors. 2. Attuned to nature. Understanding the scale of the universe to maintain perspective. Understanding the vastness of the universe and our world helps us avoid overestimating our own importance, aligning ourselves more with the rhythms of nature and avoiding potential pitfalls. A modern parallel can be drawn to the story of a famous tech entrepreneur, Sarah Johnson. Early in her career, Sarah's rapid success with her innovative tech startup led to a period of overconfidence. This arrogance led to poor strategic decisions, ignoring market trends and user feedback, causing significant failures and losses for her company. Her overconfidence caused disconnection and discontent within her team, leading to high turnover and project failures. Realizing the need for change, Sarah reflected on her approach and adopted a philosophy of humility and sustainable growth. She began prioritizing team input, consumer needs, and long-term ecological impact over rapid expansion. This shift not only restored the company's reputation, but also led to more consistent and meaningful innovation, reflecting a harmonious balance with the larger technology ecosystem and a resurgence in her personal career. 3. Understanding and empathy for others. Wise individuals recognize the strengths and also understand the weaknesses of others without disregarding anyone's contributions or underestimating their efforts. They treat everyone equally and with respect, an understanding that is universally acknowledged but not always practiced. Through a profound comprehension of life and empathy for others, one's mind becomes more forgiving and expansive, enabling a serene and wise approach to life's challenges. This was exemplified by a Zen master who lived alone on a mountain. One evening, he returned from meditation to find a thief rifling through his belongings, but finding nothing of value. Instead of confronting the thief, the Zen master compassionately offered his own robe to warm the thief on the cold night, wishing he could give even more, like the bright moon, to illuminate the thief's path. Days later, the thief returned the cleaned robe, touched by the master's kindness, proving that life reflects our actions and understanding towards others. Life is indeed a mirror, reflecting our understanding and empathy. By progressing through stages, from self-awareness to understanding the world and others, we start to transform our own destinies. The most reliable support at age 50 isn't from children or a spouse, but lies in these three principles. The sooner we embrace them, the less likely we are to face disappointment. While idealism has its merits, reality often tells a harsher story. Hope for benefactors might remain just that, a hope potentially leading to disappointment as we age. As life progresses, we often come to realize that the most reliable support we have is ourselves. We should not overly depend on our children, as demonstrated by an 80-year-old farmer living on a meager pension, resulting in a life of hardship. This elderly man had 3 sons. The eldest worked locally in agriculture. The middle son lived in the city, and the youngest, although affluent, was rarely home due to his urban lifestyle. One day, the old man fell ill and had to travel a great distance to the town's clinic. Despite his fatigue, he made the journey alone. When the doctor learned of his solitude, he inquired about his sons. The old man slowly shook his head, explaining that his eldest son, fearing his wife, would neither accompany him nor cover any expenses. The middle son couldn't take time off from his city job, and the youngest had not visited in years and no longer saw him as a father. Though he had 3 sons, when sickness struck, none were there to assist. A year later, the old man passed away, and the siblings squabbled over the small inheritance he left behind. This scenario, all too common in certain rural areas, illustrates the lonely, neglected lives many elderly endure, a stark reality often ignored. It is vital to appreciate what we have, especially as we reach our 50s. The ancient wisdom teaches that although we are born empty-handed and leave the world the same way, having no possessions at death might lead others to view us negatively. Therefore, it is crucial always to have some savings. This was exemplified by a 65-year-old businessman with substantial wealth. When hospitalized for high blood pressure, his sons and daughters-in-law were exceptionally attentive, more so than any other family member. Their devotion was noted by all, yet the businessman knew better. He recognized that while wealth can foster goodwill, it does not guarantee genuine affection. Such observations reveal that while gratitude is one of humanity's universal moral values, it is also the root of all other virtues, as posited by the philosopher Marcus over 2 millennia ago. People who quickly forget those who have aided them are often seen as ungrateful, and those who exploit others for personal gain, abandoning them once they've crossed their proverbial bridge, are considered the most despicable. As we age, understanding the true value of gratitude and learning to let go of past grievances are essential steps toward achieving happiness. Only by releasing negative thoughts and emotions can we truly improve our lives, an especially crucial lesson as we enter our 50s. At some point, all of us have encountered physical or emotional pain. The difference lies in how some cling to these painful experiences, which complicates their ability to move forward more so than others. It's natural to face hardships and reflect on past experiences, but there comes a time when one must stop dwelling on the unchangeable past and focus on what can be controlled, the present. Constantly revisiting past scenarios and dissecting every detail is a common cause of self-inflicted pain. Wishing those moments were different only serves to hinder your ability to live a fulfilled life. It's also unproductive to blame others, as expecting apologies can burden you with unresolved grievances. Acceptance of the unpleasant and understanding that blaming changes nothing is crucial. Therefore, avoid assigning blame and try to see situations from other perspectives to appreciate their feelings. Constant self-reproach only holds you back. Learn to forgive gently and retain only the lessons learned from past mistakes. As we age, particularly after 50, it becomes essential to stop doing certain things to live more peacefully. Ernest Hemingway once noted that life doesn't have traffic lights at crossroads. Stopping or moving forward is entirely up to us. To make life in the later years more tranquil, one should cease trying to please everyone. Those who care about you don't need you to please them, and those who don't care won't be swayed by your efforts. Withdraw your expectations from others and invest them in yourself. This shift will promote a happier existence through to your final days. Remember, people who truly like you don't require you to pander to them. Focus your energy on bettering yourself for a more contented life. Another futile behavior is complaining when life doesn't meet expectations. Complaining is perhaps the least effective action for resolving issues and can exacerbate them. No one enjoys the company of a person who is constantly negative. Instead of endlessly voicing discontent, direct that energy towards finding solutions and turn negative feelings into positive motivation, controlling your life more effectively. Stop making unreasonable comparisons. You may have heard of the crab mentality, where a single crab can escape a bucket, but a group will pull down any crab that starts to climb out. True maturity involves nurturing oneself from within, not being overly concerned with external factors, particularly other people's lives. Each person's situation is unique. Unfavorably comparing your life to others is a waste of time and energy. From now on, focus on being your authentic self. After turning 50, if you realize your abilities are limited and personal change is challenging, do not set overly ambitious goals. Constant desires for more can lead to dissatisfaction and impulsiveness. Instead, appreciate and cherish the simple steps in life, as contentment with what you have is crucial. Greed only leads to dissatisfaction with the present, making both you and those around you miserable. Cease maintaining appearances at all costs. There's an old story about a poor scholar who was so obsessed with maintaining appearances that he pretended to be wealthy. When a thief broke into his empty house, he was surprised to find nothing of value. Overhearing the thief's disappointment, the scholar hurriedly offered him some coins to keep his pride intact. The famous philosopher Schopenhauer believed that the most significant human weakness is worrying too much about what others think of us. True maturity is not measured by age, but by the ability to let go of vanity. After 50, maintaining good health becomes more than a personal benefit. It shows responsibility towards your family. Like fertile soil needing water and nutrients, your body needs proper care to thrive. Overworking can deplete your body's resources, leading to low productivity and health issues. Remember, your health is the most valuable nutrient for life's growth. Adopting a healthy lifestyle and regular habits are crucial for well-being. As we approach old age, each of us should be wary of 3 pitfalls that can make the latter half of life distressing. These include maintaining superficial relationships, indulging in unhealthy habits, and financial troubles. Establishing a safety net of savings for medical or other emergencies is essential for maintaining independence and comfort in old age. It's unwise to rely heavily on others financially, as this can lead to complicated situations. Plan for the future to avoid being dependent on the whims of others, ensuring peace and security in your later years. Dear friends and viewers, we have just explored together the 4 greatest assets of being 50. which aren't lavish homes or expensive cars, but rather the intangible values that truly enrich our lives every day. I wish you all abundant health, peace, happiness, success, and prosperity. Thank you for tuning in and taking the time to watch our video. We hope our discussions have added positive value to your life. Please like, subscribe to our channel, Stoic Messenger, and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We are eager to accompany you on your journey towards genuine peace and happiness. Reflecting on today's video, I am reminded of the profound simplicity in appreciating the intangible aspects of life, which often go unnoticed but are invaluable. This exploration has taught me that age is not just a number, but a badge of wisdom and experience, enriching one's existence. I've learned that the true riches of life are the moments of clarity, peace, and understanding that come with maturity. The discussions have prompted me to focus more on nurturing my mental and emotional well-being as much as my physical health. It's a reminder that true success is measured not by material possessions, but by the contentment and balance we achieve. This message resonates deeply with me, reinforcing my commitment to living a life of purpose and mindfulness. As I continue on my personal journey, I carry with me the lessons of embracing change and valuing the invisible treasures life offers.